Hey everybody, Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3. How's everybody doing today? We'll see who pops on. Yeah. Let's see who does. Bum, 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 bum. Someone just popped on. Don't know who they are. Hello, Susan. How's it going? Hello, hello, hello. What's going on? I have to move this. There we go. How are you, Susan? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Yeah. Okay, so there's a few people on here. I'm simulcasting on my Bill Hobart page also at the same time. Just because, I guess. Yep. I'm okay. It's been a rough week. Been a really rough week. So, hi Stephanie Jackson Copman. How are you? Thanks for joining me today. So it says 4 people around, so 2 people aren't showing yet. Okay, so Tracy's on my Bill Hobart page. Bill Hart's on my Bill Hobart page. Hello, everybody. I am simulcasting on my Bill Clairvoyant page and my Bill Hobart page at the same time. So, yeah. Hey, Joe. How's it going? Hello, Adrian. How you doing? Yeah, this week's been kind of rough. Yep, been kind of rough. Hello, Dorothy. How are you? Did you talk to Roxanne? I wonder what she thought about our talk. Just curious, you know. See how she liked it. Yeah. So, like I said, this week's been tough. A lot of growth, a lot of information. Joe, why is this week tough? This week is tough because of the growth process, and we're going to talk about that. Yeah, you know. Hi, Lucia. How's it going? We're going to talk about the fact of how much of a struggle it is. And he has a whole thing to talk about, yeah. So can you guys see the TV behind me? Because when I get out of the way, I can see it. But when I'm like this, I can't see it. And I wonder if you guys can see the beach. I believe on Bill Hobart they can because it's on, there we go. On Bill Hobart they can because it's on an angle like so. So that's Kaanapali Beach. But I don't know if you guys can see it there. Yeah, Joe, this week has been, I mean, I've had headache after headache. Just, hi, Laura. How are you? Namaste to you too, Laura. Hopefully everything with your computer is good. Hi, Carrie Ann. How's it going? I'm simulcasting on my Bill Hobart page, Facebook page, and also on my Bill Clairvoyant page. I normally do it on my Bill Clairvoyant page, everybody. So just so that you guys know to join me on my Bill Clairvoyant page. Yeah, or you can watch them on YouTube also. I have a whole channel on YouTube that is all the Coaching for the Souls and all kinds of other videos that I put on there. Yeah, yep. Okay, so Susan says no, it's just white. Yeah, that's what I thought too. You can't really see it, and I don't know why that is. So I'm going to have to figure out why it is not, why you can't see it, right? I don't know. I don't know. So it's weird. Yeah, so, okay, so I think we're gonna start. I'm gonna leave the background up because it works on the Bill Hobart page. I don't know. Yes, I love the beach too. It's Maui, it's Maui Live on Kaanapali Beach in Maui. Yeah, so, hang on a minute, guys. Okay. I don't know why it always rings when I'm doing this, so it's kind of interesting. So I am plugged in. Okay. So hi, Emily. Okay. So first thing he wants to talk about is, like I was talking about before, about the energy. Okay. And how my experience has been with what my experience has been this time working on my fear of money. Okay. It's been about 5 weeks now, I think, since I got the first messages that I needed, that's what was holding me back from us moving, from me ascending, right? And I realized something yesterday. When I'm doing coaching for the soul and when I'm doing readings, my vibration is really, really high, okay? But when I have to be domestic, hey, Beverly, take care of Bailey, take care of the house, do just stuff in the house and things like that, my vibration is really low and third dimensional, okay? And hey, Emily, so I realized that yesterday. So I have to kind of find a balance between that, right? Because Bailey is a lot of work. I mean, he's old, he'll be 16 this year. And the old man is like, yeah, there's a lot, okay? There's a lot of responsibility with him. So, hang on. Okay, hang on. The challenges of growth, Spirit says, okay? The challenges of growth are immense. Letting go what your soul has known, it's eternity, right? And as we go through things, we feel that I'm just going to give you my example, right? I feel like I'm going to die, plain and simple, okay? The pain is so heavy around my heart that it feels like I'm going to I just want to curl up in a ball and have everybody leave me alone, okay? Which isn't what can happen, right? And I know. Spirit says, that's what you've done in the past, meaning past lives, okay? In this lifetime, he says, you have buried it. You've moved it way down deep. And this is the fear of money, right? Not having money. And so, I know. So he says, as we, as a collective, right? As we let that energy go, as we don't control it, he says, if you don't hang on to it, if you ask us to take it, if you literally, again, during a Steve Noble guided meditation, right? I did the crystalline one again today, and it was it was fantastic. I did it, I think last week or maybe the week before. It was 2 weeks ago. And it was great because it connected all my stuff, but it cleared out all of the all the third dimensional stuff that keeps infecting me because of the way that I have to live now, right? So understanding that, it was pretty cool when I was done. That's when the headache started because of the pressure that I keep because of the growth, right? Because of the change. Understanding that it's little by little, Spirit says, it's coming out. I'm releasing it little by little by little. Hi, Gina. Right? Understanding that it's not going to happen all at once, which, again, we wish we could just take it out, right, and throw it away. It doesn't work like that, and we all know that, right? We all know that it takes time. It took time for us to learn it, Spirit says, and it's also going to take time for us to release it. He says it depends upon how conscious we are, right? Of knowing that feeling is not, that we need to let that feeling go of desperation, of despair. And I felt this in my therapy of 13 years, starting in 2000, right? When I was learning about myself and learning about why I was the way that I was, right? And really getting to know myself and understanding that I needed that again, as a soul, as a human being, as a spirit, I needed to let that energy go, okay? And heal it. So it's the same way with what I'm going through now, right? And I know. He says, it is every human follows the same pattern, okay? He says, not yet will you be able to take the energy out and toss it away. that is fourth dimensional energy. That is in all of yours future, he says. The more that we open our mind, the more that we allow, the more that we try to control, he says, the more that we allow our minds, our brains, the human brain, he says, to meticulously transform like it's never been before, okay? And understanding that it's going to happen if we like it or not. It's easier just to be conscious of it, and then the energy that builds up in your body, which again is ego, Chimes, it's fear, right? Fear of not having what you're used to. Fear of not, of ego thinking, oh my God, we're gonna die. So it's our job to make sure that we reinforce out loud, right? That we talk to spirit, we talk to our guides, that we actually have conversations with them and let that energy out of our bodies. Like, okay, I know this is what's going on. I know, but I need you to help me not be afraid. I need you to help me not be scared. I need you to bring me what I'm afraid of, right? And hey, Veronica, you're on my Bill Hobart page. Good to see you. And understanding that it is what it is, but we have a hand in that, right? We have a hand in allowing ourselves to let that energy go, right? Again, Spirit, you gotta take that away. I know, but it's painful right now. You gotta take it away. You gotta help me. See, that's what it's all about, is making sure that again, you're conscious in your pain. Does that make sense? Right? And this is the first, I would say probably the first time that I've actually been conscious of that fact, that I have to be conscious in my pain. Because being the other way, drowning in third dimensional energy, does not serve anybody. And as your vibration is lowered, right, less and less comes your way. I got a message the other day that I'm going to tell you. I think her name is Tammy Baswell. I joined her energy group, okay? And hi, Teresa. And we had our first one-on-one, the group. There's 10 of us, I think, that joined in this group. And it was a 2-hour program on Monday night. And she gave a very, very cool scenario, right? Okay, about energy, about raising our vibration, right? Because everything we want is up here. It's not down here in third dimension, okay? All of us that are watching this today, all of us that are going to watch it tomorrow or in the future, right? On my YouTube channel, right? Understand this. Our energy, Bailey's looking at me like, Daddy, what are you doing? What, honey? And understand this. Our energy is like a radio channel, right? Okay? We could be listening to 88.7, right? Low frequency, third dimensional frequency, right? But we really like the channel at 102.7 or 104.1, right? Or 107.9. That's fifth dimension, right? So if you feel more comfortable and in a great place at 102.7, right? You're conscious when you're not there, okay? We've all had days where everything clicks, right? Why is that? Because our vibration is higher. It's at 102.7. You get every song on internet radio, like which I listen to, or you listen to terrestrial radio, I mean radio in your local market, things like that, right? And every song that comes on, you're like, yes, I love this song. Yes, I love this song. And it keeps on coming. You get all green lights to where you're going, right? The food tastes different that you have for lunch. There's all this thing because your vibration is higher. When your vibration is lower, that's when nothing seems to go right. Nothing's clicking, right? So our job is to raise our vibration to 102.7. How? By sitting, closing our eyes, right? Doing our breathing, right? And imagining in our mind's eye, right? In our third eye, in our imagination, right? That we are moving ourselves from 88.7 through, right? 92.3, going through 94.1, going through 955, going through 96.3, right? Until we get to where we want to go. That's what it's all about. That blew my freaking mind because it's true. I have had more good days than bad days, right? But in the last 5 weeks, I've had a lot of third dimensional, gross, bad days. See? Right? So, because they're extracting that energy. Oh, I just got chills. I know. They're extracting that energy from my body through meditation, through headaches, through me working on myself and saying, okay, take that away, being conscious, right? Because we have to interact with that. If we don't, it takes longer for it to move out of our bodies. Didn't know that. I mean, I knew it, but didn't apply it, right? So understanding that being conscious of the change, saying, oh, I know. Oh my gosh, the whole left side of my head is just like lit up like electricity big time. Understanding that if we interact with the energy of letting it go, that it makes us feel better. It really does. Love you too, Beverly, right? It really does. Even if you don't know what to do, again, spirit, don't see fingers, let it go. Oh, take it away, let it go, let it go, let it go, right? That's what the deal is. See? The more communication, Spirit says, the more connection that you have, the more that you sit on your couch, or you sit in your chair, and you imagine your vibration raising. You know, saying, okay, Spirit, I want to be there. I want to be at 102.7. And it's going to take time for you to get there. Is it going to happen overnight? No. But it's going to take time that, okay, in the morning, it's kind of, Spirit says, it's kind of like meditation, right? I'm going to sit in, oh, I know. Oh, my gosh. Sitting in my swivel chair, where I usually meditate, and just sitting there for a moment and making sure that my vibration is at 100.3, right? Or whatever, bringing it up as far as I can do that every day, and understanding that it's an exercise that I get to do, right? That I not really control, but I can participate in, Spirit says, which is what it's all about, right? Understanding that as you go through your growth, as you go through your change, as you're being challenged, right? Because they're going to challenge you in every aspect of your life. Every aspect of your life. Because if you are a control person, if you want all your ducks in a row before you move forward, you will be left behind and they will make your life hell. Guaranteed. I know. Spirit says, break the shackles of control off. Break the shackles of, he says, remove the iron chains from your wrists, from your ankles, and allow yourself to dream, to take chances, not to be stuck in third dimensional control energy, which is the only way that I can do this is by doing this. And I'll give you a prime example. When I found out in 2017, 2018, that we were going to be moving to Maui, right? I was my typical Capricorn. I made sure and I planned everything, and I got Bailey all set with the state of Hawaii because it's a non-rabies state. So it took me 5 months and $2,000 to make sure that he was all good with licenses and things like that, right? I had the plan, everything was good, da-da-da-da. Then they totaled my car. And I got the white car for Maui. Okay, cool. It seems like it's coming, right? Seems like it's coming. I was living in third dimensional energy the whole time. I didn't know anything about 3D, 4D, 5D at all in 2018. I didn't have any clue what that was at all until Spirit brought it to me. After I started meditating with Steve Noble, starting the end of January 2019. So I was extremely disappointed in 2019. When I got the Steve Noble Guided Meditations, that's when I was at the bottom of the barrel. I was so deep in disappointment, so deep in absolute, why am I doing this? This is just ridiculous. Why am I letting go of everything that I am? Because it doesn't seem to be working out the way that they told me that it would work out. Well, hi, Julie. So what's interesting about that is I look back at that and I go, well, of course, because my vibration wasn't high enough. I hadn't learned all the things I needed to learn. And that's one thing that I had to come to grips with. Again, part of my control is understanding that there's a timeline and they know what the timeline is. But for us, we just take the clues. Well, this seemed to work out. Maybe I'll go in that direction instead of actually going, okay, Spirit, I need you to help me with this. I need to make sure, okay, that's the way right there. Connecting with your guides, right? Connecting with Spirit and having that relationship with them, right? And understanding that I'll know which way to go once I consult them, once I give it up to them. Because my human 3D mind at the time, I thought we'd be there by Christmas because that's what I was continually told, see? And I understand why they did it now, to keep me going in a direction. Spirit uses this often, Hansel and Gretel, right? The bread, so they knew how to get back home from Grandma's house. Leading you when you don't want to be led, Spirit says. All because expectation, which again, I understand now that living in expectation doesn't work because it doesn't allow you to grow, right? Okay, if somebody tells you, I'm moving to Maui, right? Okay, well, the first thing that you would do as a muggle, right? As a person who's stuck in third dimensional energy, oh, okay, well, when? Well, you'll be going by Halloween. Well, you kind of go, okay, well, cool. I can do that. It's only June. Just got my new car. Makes sense. Okay, yeah, all my ducks are falling in a row. Not thinking about my spirituality and where I was in my ascension, right? Where I was at in clearing out my third dimensional human baggage, right? From 7,000 years of being on the earth, let's say, right? And from this lifetime, right? Of being the in control Capricorn and being the person after my childhood, right? And after losing love and after all the adversity that we all have, right? Because we all do. It doesn't matter. There's not one person on the planet that does not have baggage from their childhood. And some is more traumatic than others, right? But my trauma is not like your trauma, and your trauma is not like mine. Does that make sense? Right? Because we all experience it in a different way. And understanding that we have to go through our journey, right? Of letting things go, being conscious, so that we can make sure that as we go through our ascension of our minds, ascension of our human body, right? That we learn more and more about ourselves, that we learn more and more about our guides, and making sure that they know what's going on. Just they'll give us a clue if we ask them, Spirit, I need your help. I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. I don't get it. They will bring you some type of message, some type of answer, knowing that you will pay attention. Trust me, you will. Out of the blue, you'll be like, oh my God, that's for me. Of course it is. See? And then what you have to worry about is not allowing ego to tell you that it's not for you. You just happened to be at the right place at the right time to hear that message, but it's not really for you. That's not true. Right place, right time means right place, right time. See? So understanding that as you go through your perils, as you go through your growth, okay, trust me, it sucks. Everybody knows it sucks, right? I'm at a bad point in my life, and then, okay, well, we'll keep moving forward. What are you thinking about? What are you telling yourself? Are you having conversations in your head, or are you talking out loud? Are you asking for help, right? Or not? That's the key. See? Because when we get into hunker down mode, right? We all do it. It's human nature. Okay? Okay. He says there's one of two ways. Anger outward, right? People who are pissed off and mean and need to release the energy in an inappropriate way, chimes, or those who recoil like myself, okay? That we just want to be left alone. Hi, Chrissy. I'm surprised to see you. Hello. Thanks for joining me. Understand that, right? We all know somebody. My mother was a screamer. And when she was frustrated, she let that out like, oh my God, every kid ran, okay? But she was a really nice, friendly woman. You know, she loved everybody who was a child. Adults, not so much. See? Because she was a protector, right? So understanding, and what we do is we learn to survive that as well as everything else that goes on in our childhoods, right? That we take into our adulthoods. And then when it's our chance to release it, can do it one of two ways, right? I can be that person who's angry out loud, pushing people around and, you know, letting them know and taking it out on them or the dog, right? Or you can recoil and not do anything at all, right? Or you can be conscious, right? And go, okay, I know exactly what this is. It's fear. And I need to conquer that fear. How? By letting it go. By understanding that it's not a dire situation, that I'm not going to die, right? Do your tapping on your sternum, right? Talk. Spirit, I feel like crap right now. I am scared shitless. I need you to help me because I don't know what else to do. And all that is letting them know how you feel, but you're also hearing yourself talk. You go, well, it's not really that bad. Or I say, Bill, stop. You're not going to die, Bill. It's just growth. It's just, everything's going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Everything's going to be good. Just let that energy out because it's not yours. It's fear. It's fear of my third dimensional self going, what the are you doing? Why are you trying to get rid of this big, heavy, he says, a big old burlap sack of cinder blocks that is strapped around your ankles because it's safe here. We know this. Why would you want to leave? Why would you want to leave safety? That's ego, right? That is what our muscles say. That is what our internal organs say. That is what our whole human body says, right? We have to override that because we're smarter, right? And understand that no. That is the past. I'm moving towards my future. I need spirit. I need you to help me ascend. You need to help me ascend. Close your eyes and reach, baby. Reach. I started doing that about 4 weeks ago. I just sit on the couch and I'm afraid when there's something going on where I get really depressed like that instantly. And they're like, oh no, Bill, no, there's no depression thing. We're not going there. Oh no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And guess what happens? It's gone. Because I control it, right? I'm able to let that energy out by telling myself out loud, Bill, let that go. It's fear, Bill. Let that go. Let that go, Bill. Let that go. That's what it's all about. See, that's what it's all about. Is making sure that that in your sadness, Spirit says, or in your retractability, or in your being loud and mean and ruining everybody's day, something clicks and you go, okay, that's not who I am. This is not going to work for me. I am not this person anymore. I'm not this person anymore. I'm not that person anymore. I'm not that person anymore. I'm not that person anymore. The more you tell yourself that, Bill, you are not that person anymore. I'm telling you what, it works freaking wonders. Cut yourself out. Bill, that's not who you are anymore. Stop. That is not who you are anymore. Okay? All that is uncontrollable energy that is looking to get out and you're not aware of it. That's the key. Being aware of it. I was the angriest person on the planet outside of work. You know, I love my family, things like that, but I was pissed off most of the time. And I could change my energy at a flash. And sometimes when I wasn't paying attention, I would say the wrong things in a horrible way, or I would act a certain way, or I would just be no, because I wasn't paying attention to how I was acting or my energy or what I was saying. That's the key, is understanding how to deal with those things, not control them, because that's not the point. The point is being able to understand them, Spirit says, and deal with them appropriately, right? And understanding Bill, that is not who you are anymore. Let that shit go. Let it go, Bill. That's not who you are anymore. Okay? That stuff works. Calling yourself out by name is amazing because guess what? Inside, you pay attention. Hi, Shelly. Inside you pay attention. And that's what it's all about. Okay? It's all about paying attention. Even when you're in a place of anger, even when you're in a place of I know Spirit, even in a place of pulling in, right? Spirit just said, remember the first time you apologized to an employee that worked for you because you knew that you needed to grow, to grow as a human being, to grow as a man, to grow as a spiritual soul? And I say yes. I remember that. It was 1990 something. Yeah, probably Spirit showing me after 1996. Okay, so I had 36 years of never apologizing to anybody. I was the ruler at work, see, but understanding that wasn't serving me anymore. Right? Don't know how I got the message, but I did. Things weren't working out the way that I wanted them to, whatever, right? Don't remember that long ago. Scary, right? That was like 30 years, like 25 years ago, 27 years ago. So I can see it. I still feel young, and to look back and think, oh my God, it's been 25 years or whatever, like, holy shoot, where'd that time go? So understanding that, right? Understanding that sometimes we have to apologize to ourselves. Like, Bill, that's not who you are anymore. Let that go, Bill. It doesn't serve you, Bill. Let that go. That's not who you are. Hear my tone of voice? And not saying, oh my God, Bill, will you freaking stop? That's not who you are anymore. God, you're so ego. You got to be kind to yourself, right? You got to love yourself. You got to be kind. Bill, it's okay. It's okay. Just got to be more conscious, Bill. Got to be more conscious. I tell myself that all the time. Bingo. Talking out loud to yourself, guys, works. Talk out loud to your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your guides work. Spirit is always there. It is always there to help you, to take that load off of you when you don't even know you're carrying it until you get angry or whatever it is. Be scared. See? So for me, this past 4 days has been interesting. Okay? There's been a lot of growth. There's been a lot of growth this week. I'm proud of myself. I took some steps to clear some financial stuff up, right? So that I'm not burdened by that anymore, right? And that feels good. Is it scary? Of course it is. Yeah. But understanding that it was something I needed to do because they told me that I needed to do that, right? So I did it. And going forward after, again, understanding, guys, that if you've been in a place of energy for a while, in I call it the 6 categories. One of the categories is money, right? So for me, it's my last real fear that is dominant of not having. And so understanding that he just stopped right there. So hang on, let me go. What's that about? Whew, I'm like way up here. Understanding that we all need to take steps of the big 6, he says. Understanding that when we do that, and our body recalibrates itself because we've lived in it, right? We've lived in it. Our body's so used to it. Again, it comes from centuries, right, you guys? It's not something that just happened this lifetime. Understanding your soul has been alive for centuries and has all this experience that some of us, Capricorns, let's say, are old as dirt, right? And that's why we know what we know. That's why we can connect to spirit so easily. That's why we can do what we do. But understanding that we all go through that in our lifetimes of centuries, right? So of the big 6, he says. So understanding that as we pick those off, right? As you pick those off, and the one dominant one is usually the one at the bottom. It's never at the top. Never at the top. Never the top. Never at the top. It's always at the bottom. See? Because you work your way down, right? That's the way he shows it to me. He said you'd never put your biggest fear at the top. You'd never get it. You'd never get anything done. This is the fear at the bottom, number 6, that is your it is your heaviest one to carry. But because you cleared the other 5, about 90%, this will happen faster. If you put the big problem at the top, you would never get through all 6. And that cannot happen this lifetime. That cannot happen this lifetime. Any lifetime, but especially now, as we move into 4th dimensional energy. Oh, no. They're going to, I know. He says, everyone has their structure, and it's the same structure from the top down, right? Understanding that there's little things that you have epiphanies on in your 20s and 30s, maybe in your 40s, and you're like, okay, spiritual stuff, right? Or even just human stuff. Okay, I need to get rid of that, or yeah, I need to get rid of that. And why does that bother me so much? And run into somebody like me or somebody else who's spiritual, who's connected. They say, well, you should really work on this, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, it works. Oh my God, thank you. Now you're into number 2, right? Those are the easy things. And then when you get to the like 5 and 6, Spirit says, that's when he says the pain and aggravation from the first 4 or the first 5 makes, he says, you still have the same reaction to number 6, but you believe inside that you can overcome it, that you can clear it from your aura, right? You can clear it from your etheric body, your spiritual body, right? Your human body. You can clear that energy so that it no longer affects you, right? And what that does is when you don't have those things around your ankles, right? You're able to ascend. You're able to connect higher. So Spirit says this. 1 through 6, they start at your shoulders, right? And how much baggage is on your shoulders and your back, right? Then it works down to your stomach, right? To your waist. How much baggage how much baggage? He goes mid, like your chest. So it goes from here to your, this is 2, waist is 3, 4 is your groin area, he says, where your solar plexus stuff is at, right? 5 is your knees, 6 is your ankles. Okay? So we have baggage that, so he says, so think of it like that. Think of it like the placement of sandbags on your body. And once you're able to cut the cord to the sandbags and they fall to the ground, that's, again, like a hot air balloon, he says. He shows me a hot air balloon taking off, right? Because it's not strapped down anymore. Joe says, yeah. Well, you could say that, yes, it goes with chakras, okay? See, I don't know a lot about chakras, so that's why Spirit gives that to me like that. Because I don't know a lot about chakras at all. It's not something he wants me to learn, to know about at this point. See, everybody's on it. I know. Spirit says because everybody's in a different class at school, which is true. See? Which is true. So allowing yourself to be in whatever class you're supposed to be in, right? Understanding that that's just the class. And you are at where you're at. I know. Spirit, okay, this is weird. I don't know why he's saying this, but okay, take care, Julie. When I was in elementary school, I had such a big class that were all born in 1960. So we had like 3 first grade classes, 3 second grade classes, 3 third grade classes instead of just 2. So what they would do is they would split up some of the class. So it would be 3rd and 4th grade together, 4th and 5th grade together. Okay, I think it was always the kids who weren't so smart didn't. So I was in a lot of those classes when it came to humans, when it came to the learning stuff. I found learning in school boring. Unless I was creating something, then I was fine. But, so that makes sense, right? Understanding that every child, every human being, right, is at a different level of learning. That's why he showed me the 2 classes together, right? Yes, Spirit has a great sense of humor, right, Joe? It's like he shows me stuff that I can relate to. I'm like, well, that makes freaking sense, right? So you can't be down on yourself. You can't be punishing of yourself. Yeah, that stuff doesn't work at all. Ego grabs hold of that stuff and just puts you inside of a freaking cage And that is not, no, don't let that happen. Don't fall back into that after you've had your time of growth, right? Don't. It doesn't serve you at all. It feels comfortable, right? Oh my God, oh my God. Oh, I was so scared. I was so squeaky. Then you've got to get your equilibrium, Spirit says, right? Because you've been carrying those sandbags for so freaking long. True? True. So when you go through your stuff, right? As you go through your letting go, you go through your checklist of 1 through 6, right? Spirit says sometimes you have 7 or 8, depending upon your lifetimes of clearing, right? Because we know more the older our soul gets, right? We know not to walk off the cliff. We know to stop for traffic. We know to get out of the way if there's going to be an argument or a fight or whatever, right? Or we're in the fight, right? So the older that our soul gets, he's laughing. The older that your soul gets, you would think that you would cut the cord of the sandbags, but that's not human nature. Human nature is to hold on to those bags because you think they're valuable. Makes sense to me. Because you've invested in those bags. Because those bags are experiences. Oh my God, what an epiphany that is, right? They are. All your lifetimes are in those freaking sandbags. And we do what we do because we think, I know. It's like things in your house that you've acquired. I have my grandma's china. Why I wanted it when I was a kid, I have no idea because I don't know what I would ever do with it, right? But I have her china from 1930, 1925, whatever it is, right? So understanding that it's just like the sandbags. As we clean out our houses, right? As we of the energy, right? As we clean out ourselves of the energy, right? That we understand, cut the freaking sandbags, right? And when we do cut the sandbags, guess what happens? We have to our body has to recalibrate itself because it doesn't know. It's lived for centuries adding sand to the sandbags, which is true. Make sense? Right? Right? So as you go through and you are tempted to change your life, as you go through, because the energy is starting to shift, right? And you know that you need to move, okay? That you know that you need to release. When you know that you need, and you don't know how, Spirit says. Well, how do I do that? I'm afraid to let's say, move to Florida. Okay, Susan's on here. Her and her dad are going to move to Sarasota this year. And it's about letting go of, well, I got to have all these ducks in a row, because if I don't have all these ducks in a row, I'm going to die. Not true. Not true. Got a place to live? Check. Got a job? Check. Got food? Check. What else you need? What else you need? Right? Right? And how does it feel? How does it feel when you find a place that is being shown to you because you asked for it to show up? Right? That's what the deal is. Being conscious enough to understand that what is coming to me is for me, not anybody else. Because I asked for it. I really need you to help me with finding the house, whatever. Right? That's what it's about. And then if your relationship with your guides is strong because you confide in them, because you can feel them, because you just think that they're human, because they're kind of they're around all the time, right? They're never not there, right? At least one of them, Spirit says, which is true, right? Understanding they're part of your family, which is true. that they're going to bring you they're going to bring you the best, right? They're going to bring you everything that you believe you deserve. So how high up is that, right? How high up in the ascension? Hopefully it's pretty high, right? I mean, anybody who wants to stay in third dimensional energy, God bless you. But I don't know why you'd want to be in third dimensional energy. And this is the past, right? This is from like 2020 and no, 2016 and before. Okay? He says 2014, 2015, 2016. Okay? Because that's not where we're going. Get on the train. Get on the train, right? Start clearing yourself out. Start understanding yourself. Start doing your meditations twice a week, right? If you need new ones, let me know. I'll send you some. Again, that's what it's all about. Until you can find your own on Steve Noble's YouTube channel. I'm telling you. Because as you start to make those conversations important, as you make those conversations daily, as you make those affirmations to yourself, right? When something great happens, my God, I'm pretty freaking great. How cool is that? That I understood that I wasn't supposed to do that. In the past, I would have just done it. I would have gotten pissed off and made it happen. Well, no, but I didn't this time because I know why I'm not supposed to do that. Because they're telling me no. They're not letting the computer, I can't buy something on the computer, right? I can't do that. I can't, they won't let me get out of the page. Well, of course not, because they're saying, no. Oh, I know. No. No. Bill, come back to reality. Bill, why are you in this place of no. And I've learned that over the past 5 years for sure. I mean, oh my God. I mean, the frustration 5 years ago was 100% all the time. Because I'd left my job that I've been doing for 37 years. See? That transition was a pain in the butt. This one's not as bad, right? Understanding that the more you grow, the more that you let go, the more that you're conscious. That's the thing, being conscious and being connected to the earth. And I always thought that was crazy, tree hugging stuff, right? But I'm telling you what, it works, right? Doing those crystalline meditations from Steve Noble, my God. Any of them. But you have to start with the emotional healing meditation, right? You have to deal with the fear and frustration or fear and anxiety meditation. Those are basic core third dimensional meditations that clear out and show us what's possible. It's true. See? And he just brought them to me. Nobody sent me those, nothing. Spirit's like, do that one. Emotional healing meditation. Okay. Do the fear and anxiety meditation. And that 2019, right? See? Then promote them. Promote them, Bill. Promote them because it'll help people. It'll give them power, which is true. You control your growth. Right? I have to do meditations twice a week. In the daytime, if I possibly can. Right? I can't do them close together because I have to be conscious of how I feel after I do the meditations. The time after I do them. The next day. See? That's what's so very, very important. Right? Oh my gosh. Because the more conscious you are, the faster your transition. Okay? The higher your ascension. True. See? I can say this now as I'm channeling, right? As my vibration is really, really high, but talk to me in about 2 hours and I'll be like, what the hell was that about? Right? Right? Because we all have to live in third dimension still. We're kind of in between three and 4 on our way to 5 and higher. See? It's all about, I know. He says, are you going to get caught up in this wave? Or are you going to get caught up waves in the future? Well, the sooner the better, right? But some of us can't because we have too many third dimensional responsibilities. That's true. That's so true. I have Bailey, I have the house, I have Flea. Laundry and cleaning and washing the floors and getting the carpets cleaned. And I mean, all the things that I need to do because I'm not going to live the other way. Right? Not. See? But I understand that lowers my vibration because if I was in a higher vibration, I wouldn't be able to wash that kitchen floor by hand. Be no way. And it'd be filthy because of the dog. You know? and because of us, right? Again, understanding that the a lower vibration for house cleaning, for domestic things, getting your car repaired or whatever, or getting your car washed, whatever, blah, 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 right? All the things we do every week, right? Really keeps us in fourth and third dimensional energy until we are able to, in our future, not to have to be that person, right? Not to have to be that person. Say, understanding that our destiny is to be that person who's connected to your guides, connected to the universe, and able to understand exactly what's going on in our lives. So we can, I know, he says when things start to come up, which they always will, guys, understand that the human body, I know, he says your life history will never be cleared 100%. It's about being conscious so that it doesn't throw you off the track. Hi, Irene. How's it going? So you have to understand that there's always going to be something. But guess what, guys? It gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Then you get a big thing. And then how's he going to handle that? How's she going to take care of that? Well, if you're conscious, you're going to go, well, that's no big deal. I dealt with that like 5 years ago. Okay, I can take care of that. That's no problem. Oh, I can do that too. That's no problem. See? Have to. Because if you're conscious, you don't freak out. If you're not conscious, when you're living in third dimensional energy, right? And you're recoiled or you're angry, they're just going to keep giving you negative energy. I always say positive out, positive back. Negative out, negative back. Now, do I always follow that? No. Should I? Yes. It's hard for me to always be conscious, right? I do the best that I can, and I'm okay with that. And that's what you have to be okay with, guys. You're never going to be perfect. Never in a million years you're going to be perfect. And you got to take that ego that is telling you, oh my gosh, you don't do it right. Oh my gosh, you don't do it like he does. Oh my God, you don't do it like she does. You're not supposed to. Yours is yours, and that's it. Don't let anybody ever tell you no. Don't ever anybody ever tell you that you're not succeeding. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you're not like that person. Don't ever no. We're supposed to be no. Everybody in the collective is at a different level. That's what makes it so fascinatingly cool. Right? We're not supposed to be this big, heavy group of human flesh all moving in the same direction like we've done for the past 12,000 years. No. That's not our destiny. Okay? Spirit says it's us floating at our own pace into the future. True. It's true. It's true. Very, very, very true. Okay? So understanding that is what it's all about. And holding that and really understanding that the more conscious you are, the easier it gets. But you got to have downtime from being conscious, right? And sometimes, again, when I'm not conscious and I'm just chilling like at night and I'm on like Facebook Watch or YouTube, that's when they hit me with cool stuff. See? That's what's so awesome. When I'm just chilling, not even, I'm just being, my day's winding down, right? Yeah. Trying to relax and trying to get ready for sleep and things like that, right? So when that happens, it's fascinating. But they know that I know. Spirit says, behind those eyes, I'm still conscious. Here, not so much. But behind my eyes, I'm still conscious. Still paying attention. Doesn't feel like that to me. I'm just looking at stuff. See? And that's what's so cool about it. That's what is so cool about it. See? Is when you get to that place of just being able to chill and then bringing you what you need in that chill time. Yeah. See? So, okay, let me see, because they've got 6 minutes left. Let me see, I can answer some questions here. Let me see, go all the way back here. Okay, so Shelley says, do you think men are ego-based and women are intuitive-based? Well, I will tell you, everybody has intuition. men are ego-based because of fear, okay? That's because that's what America teaches you, okay? To close off your intuition, to close off your love, your feminine side, right? And completely just engage in your masculine side, which can be I'm bigger than life, I'm the boss, I'm that person, right? Or I'm this person who's closed off and in a shell because I have to do that because I'm not that, right? But and then women are emotional based because they have babies. That's why men don't have kids. But some dads can be great fathers if they never have had to shut that part of themselves off because of their mothers and their fathers. It all comes from moms and dads, guys. It all comes from the culture that you are in. It all comes from the culture that you are in. And that doesn't serve us. It doesn't serve us at all, okay? Okay, talking out now with okay, so my wonderful friend Veronica in Sweden started to talk out loud with them, asking for a sign so I know they're okay, Veronica, they're always listening. Don't ask them for a sign because that's human, okay? They're always there. Will they be able to instantly give you something, give you the answer? No. But the more connected you are, they're always listening 24/7. They're never not listening to you. Especially you say spirit, right? That's all you got to really do. Because they're boom. And whoever's there to answer the question for what you're going to ask, the appropriate guide will show up and answer the question or give you the answer like on TV or in a magazine or online or somewhere like that. Yup. Okay. So Chrissy started reading. Oh, you started reading the first Delos book. Good for you. It's very, very interesting. It is very connective. It's very, very connective. And Veronica, you're on number 3, I think you're saying. Awesome. Yeah, Chrissy says learning so much. Spirit has guided me to meditate. So this is Joe. Spirit has guided me to meditate and do clearing and daily healing daily. Exactly. That's a great thing. That is a great thing. Okay. Joe's very connected to Spirit, to his guides. I mean, he's pretty on point. It's kind of awesome. I'm not that. I don't have that relationship with mine. I think that when I raise my vibration, I probably will. Joe's been doing spring cleaning since 2019. You know, I've been doing it most of my life, my friend. Most of my life. Yeah, most of my life. Amanda, I'm glad that you caught us. Okay, I'm glad that and you can watch it on YouTube or on my Bill Clairvoyant channel on Facebook. And Joe says Steve Noble released 2 meditations this week. Yes, he did. Very interesting ones. I haven't done them. I haven't been guided to do them yet. Amanda's always conscious, but only positive reflection with appreciation and acceptance. Exactly, you have to be. There's no reason to beat yourself up. It doesn't work at all. Hi, Laura. I didn't even see you come on. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Veronica, you're always welcome, of course. You know, Joe says he'd rather do meditations than, he says, yes, tell us some books to read. I don't read books. I don't read books at all. Nope. I've read the Telos books. Those were the first books I read, Joe, since 1974. So I don't read well at all. Hence why I barely graduated high school. So my mother was just glad that I did graduate. So she was happy with that. But meditations, and I can listen and things like that, but I don't read well at all. So anyway, guys, I have appointments open tomorrow and Saturday. I'm doing Saturday appointments. So if you need a reading, I can hook you up. BillHobart.com for that. I am still offering element packages. Okay, so element packages are there. Veronica, I don't know if I sent you a welcome or not. I apologize if I didn't. I will. I don't think that I did. I'll send you that today. Okay. Teresa says, as president of the class, were you president of the class, Teresa? Good for you. I don't know who was. I know Paul Garrett was something. But yeah. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. So Laura asks, I can see and hear my child and other children now. Good for you. That's awesome. That have passed away. I'm assuming. Okay. So thank me. Oh, Vice President of the Student Body, Teresa. That was me. That's what my mother said. She goes, "Oh my God, he's so good at that stuff like that, but he is not good at school," which was true. I was not good at school. Hi, Susan. Robert came to me last week during a reading. It was very interesting. Susan was married to my cousin, and my cousin passed away a long time ago for me. I mean, he seems like forever. And he came to me last week in a reading, which was kind of funny because I haven't really thought of him since Susan and I talked about a month and a half ago or so. See how that stuff works? It's very interesting. I get all into that stuff. So, Susan, the video will be on my Bill Clairvoyant page, but also on YouTube later. Probably by 6 o'clock, it'll be on my YouTube channel, Bill Hobart, at Bill Hobart. So, namaste, everybody. I appreciate you coming to Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3. And I will see you next week with more exciting conversations with Spirit. Thanks, guys.